What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Lennox Lewis. Big up England, big up, and Oleksandr Usyk. Get this, Lennox Lewis commends Oleksandr Usyk and responds with these words regarding the acceptance of the 30% split to take on Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, and this is what Lennox Lewis had to say. He said, "I commend Oleksandr Usyk for his attributes and his commitment. He dares to be great. He wanted to take the challenge, and you can only respect that at the end of the day." Those are the words of Lennox Lewis, and let me counterpunch. You know, coming from Lennox Lewis, this makes a lot of sense, okay? He, if not him alone, can understand what it's like to take a sacrifice to make a fight. Because back when he fought Evander Holyfield had the IBF and the WBA, and he had the WBC, okay? Those were the three belts that was recognizedly known at the time as all of the belts, okay? And he took a flat rate of $10 million where Evander Holyfield had a guarantee of 20. So he had twice as much to get the job done. But he took the test. He took the challenge. He did get bamboozled for a while. They called the first fight a draw, but he came back and held his own to become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Finally, after 2 fights, 24 rounds of boxing. Okay. Now, this is good hearing it from Lennox Lewis because it just shows you how people are starting to wake up. They're starting to acknowledge Usyk for exactly who he is. They know what's going on in the Ukraine. They know what Oleksandr Usyk has already did in the amateurs. He's had over 400 fights amateurly. He's excelled in the professional rankings. He's never been defeated. He's moving up into second weight class, okay? And he's doing it the right way. He's doing it without greed. He's doing it for country. He's doing it for legacy. And Lennox Lewis did that for that same reason, okay? Not necessarily country, but he is a proud British countryman. You know, wherever territory that he claims, he is loyal to that. But he did want to be great, and he did take on the best. And if you have someone from another era praising the current one must be doing something right. And that's exactly what's happening in this situation. Okay? Lennox Lewis has been there. That's why I thought it was strange that he didn't want Deontay Wilder to take that dive when taking the risk to fight Anthony Joshua under a flat rate. Nonetheless, he has came forth with some good advice, with a statement or a comment that I can rock with, I agree with, because he knows. He knows what it's like to be there. He knows what it's like to be the underdog. He knows what it's like to not to be the favored, but he wanted it because he believed in himself, okay? And these older fighters see something or see the same spirit and the same dedication and motivation that they seen in themselves in other fighters today. Hey, boxing is doing something right with some of these fighters, not all of them. I just wish that all of these fighters would do the same thing. We would get more fights, we would get more of a challenge, and we would be entertained a lot more to see where these guys ranked themselves by simply fighting each other and testing each other. But again, guys, that is another example. The last undisputed champion praising Oleksandr Usyk for taking the challenge, daring to be great. Tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!